Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Yeah, he is the lightning guy, and that was between the cow and Jace's. Yeah.
Oh dear, the cow not quite figuring it out as Carrier is also going low. Will Viper commit? That's the question. Is he actually going to die? Yes, he does. But now Viper might be able to clean this one up. Carrier needs to get out of vision if he wants that grey health back, and he's not going to be able to do it. The Arcane Shift, Carrier moves over, and it's a double kill for Viper.
That's the start.
Let's have a look at it from Viper's perspective. This guy pretty good at Ezreal. He was the reason why we laughed a little bit when Aiming was saying that he was the best Ezreal in the league. Because this guy exists.
Yeah, that's the key thing here, is the fact that...
yeah, and Aiming's really good. Void's stun.
Both avoids the stun, but also that Carrier actually was level 1.
Exchanged for this Mountain Drake that's alive towards the bottom side of the map. So no harm, no foul there. And Carrier just going to be moving himself back. Smash taking a few Mystic shots here in this lane. But this laning phase kind of over for the bottom lane of T1. Wanting to try and skirmish their way back into it, I would expect, as Wind becomes lightning, and Carrier going to be taking a bit of damage. Smash trying to get rid of him, as Peanut does make his way over. I don't know whether this is
outside of the bot lane. Top lane, as mentioned, Zeus on his Jace, unsurprisingly, gets the first pick and does very, very well.
Yeah, we've heard that his Jace is pretty good, as he is going to demonstrate that right now, getting a whole bunch of hammer boops into Doran, finds the little shock blast as well.
The fact that you can poke away, get the setup like they are here, I think it's going to be tough. We'll have to see. T1 trying to find access.
Carrier doesn't get the Bone Skewer. And Zeus now in trouble. Teleport coming in from Doran, who tries to ult his way out of it. He'll be able to get out of there, but this is not the pick that they were looking for. Delight has the ulti. True Shot Barrage hits 2. And Faker and Smash now very low. That is going to be 2 grubs going on over. Should be the clean sweep as far as the objective, but no one to die in this skirmish. It's not what I was expecting.
That's textbook there from Hanwha, right? Like exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
The moment that T1 are always ready, and T1 is going to have to start making this game a lot more messy. Maybe a pick on Zeus could do it.
Yeah, as Carrier is going to turn up. Let's see whether Zeus has the footwork. He does! Faker's still going to be able to get some damage down, as Zeus is still trying to kill Carrier in front of 2 members of T1. Peanut going to be taking this dragon. Carrier can't take another one of those. He will just die, as Faker is at least at full health, but Zeus gets underneath the turret. Bone Skewer goes wide once again. Zeus has his ex-teammate downloaded, but... And that is a worry for T1, because they have this composition that wants to be moving forward. Just in the state of the game right now, it's difficult for that one to be executed, as tower does go down, and that is unfortunately a boomer. So that might need to be explained later on the spot.
Don't apologize for who you are.
I'm not. I'm explaining who I am.
You said...
All right, Doran is going to press his ultimate button, dodges out of the way of the ult from Zekka as well. Very nicely done. But a little bit of smooth movement from the Azir means that the Chicken Man is not going to be falling down. And in the meantime, HLE are the ones that capitalize. Oh, okay, so Let's Groove is mega popular on TikTok at the moment. Just for all you Americans that might be missing the platform. As Zekka now moving away from this turret. And wait, is it back?
It is, yeah.
What the heck?
Atlas,
I'm so out of touch.
We have established you're a boomer. Like all of this is just world building.
Yeah.
As the world for T1 unfortunately crumbling a little bit around them. As mentioned, this is a type of draft where with nameplates you're like, you know what? I could see it work. It is not. Yep. Oh, you can't do that to your own team.
Oh, Zeus. Oh, dear. Well, maybe he's fine. All right, well, Doran's going to turn up. In comes Delight. He can't get away with this. Surely not. Peanut comes in, lands the audacious charge, and there's the ulti as well. Faker throws his into the ring, but they're going to have to back away. These health bars are so low. They're sitting ducks to Zeus with these shock blasts. As Doran, it's Faker that picks it up. He's not going to be dying from that one, but does need to create some extra space. In the meantime, though, this inner turret, not long for the world. Look at these Void Grubs. They didn't need that many. They are crowding around that structure, and it is going to be a
is that wouldn't even kill. They wouldn't even die. It would just cancel his base, but it didn't even get that.
Yeah.
Can someone back me up?
Yeah, can someone cover me? Oh, dear. Well, I mean, almost. The Vault Breaker missing was such a big deal. The Bone Skewer as well. And he's just like, yeah, actually, this is really good. Double Pulverize from... Delight also helping out.
나 퀴 한번 돼. 얘가 한 번만 더 써볼래 이거?
Zeus actually extremely vocal here. Just letting them know that he's got powered shock blast. Take it slow, just poke, just take the turret. Very nicely done here by HLE. I just want to tell everyone as well, this is not the HLE that we've been watching throughout the rest of the take him down completely, but that's certainly putting some fear into the support of T1.
Look at the vision.
Yeah.
F0. Like, an owner can't walk up.
Nope. He sees the silhouette.
Oh,
and,
good luck retaking this
that
area. Are we just going to... No, we're going to TP. We're going to try and do it, but...
The smash flank. Let's see whether this is going to work out as Faker throws in the ultimate, gets on in there, but he's just going to explode. Otacon goes down as well. Zeka grabbing the kill, and now T1 need to run for the hills. You cannot fight that which cannot die. And HLE now moving towards the top lane in a turret. Where does the good news start for T1 in this game?
You took out Jace and Ezreal.
Oh wait, it's
fearless.
a best of 5. Yeah, that's where it starts. Actually, to be honest, maybe it's worth it.
Well, still not how you want your game 1 to start, Atlas.
Probably not. They might be able to kill Zeka as Ona takes a little bit of a ride underneath the turret. Great bone skewer comes on through as the flash out from Zeka will keep him alive. He gets hit by his own teammate's True Shot Barrage. Flash him up, down goes. No, never mind. He is going to ult his way back in though, so that will kill Doran. Faker with a fair bit of damage, trying to eliminate the minion wave where they can as Viper hitting so many of these shots, and they have Otacon. So he can just take the free back there. Zeka going to do the same thing.
They predicted something
welcome to the LCK Cup, Hanwha Life Esports. We missed you. It's great to see you here as Zeus behind the inner turret that is definitely going to evaporate.
Hey, look, he's building damage.
He is.
Sturk in his inventory.
I mean, he does have simple inventory. All right, Carrier going to get knocked into the sky. Faker once again going very aggressive, but able to utilize that ulti to keep himself safe. Still, I mean, Carrier died, and I didn't even really notice. As HLE, they have some whatever play they can find. I think that's why you had Faker ulting in that Otacon fight, because, like, obviously, if you don't do anything about it, they just take the buff, and then you lose. So you need to at least make them work a little bit for it.
It's pure desperation.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it kind of... To me, this goes back to Hanwha Life matching the lane swap, then Zeus having an incredible early game in the 1v1, which took away one of the possible pressure points, and then the bot lane 2v2 being a disaster, so you never get Pyke on the map. Then this circling the Drain Atlas in this first game is T1.
Yeah, and look at HLE building some vision around the Baron, you would assume, and now...
Taxi out.
Oh, yeah. Smash is going to try and make an exit. Over also going to be diving forward. Delight throws down the ulti as Zeus is fighting against Faker, and Faker is probably not going to survive it. There's the Shock Blast to finish him off. In the meantime, Owner is also dead. Delight somehow alive, and this could just spell the end of Game 1. HLE with an absolute turnaround in performance in this one. They're going to need more, though, and Peanut might need a little bit of saving here as he wants to... Yes, he does manage to do that. True Shot Barrage. He's actually going to be the one that takes the kill. And Peanut fighting a top laner is not necessarily going to work out for him as his ex-teammate grabs the kill off the back end of this one. But it's only 2 for T1 in this game, and 2 dead Nexus turrets are going to be the result, with a following Nexus to go down as well. HLE Game 1, absolute statement here from the LCK champs, as when it says...
Always going to feel a little dicey playing into the Poppy, but it's Ashley Ona, right? Like the amount
you can still press R.
You can press R. Grubs? What is this?
Maybe we are.
Is this like the first Herald fights of back in the day?
I love this. It's a lot of action to start this one off. HLE not wanting T1 to be able to close the gap, and Carrier says, I will do that. And Peanut already extraordinarily low. You can see all the AoE damage is massive. Viper and Smash fighting towards the top side, but Faker going to be the first one to go down. Peanut the immediate answer, and Zeus will be able to execute Carrier off the back end. Doran does not like that, and so he's going to melt almost all of them. Viper and Smash continuing to fight. This is just ridiculous. So far, it's a T1 win in the battle. But man, I just want to see more action like this throughout the rest of this game, as now Viper's in trouble, down to 200. Dancing Grenade, Deadly Flourish going to miss, and he doesn't have the flash, and this extended 1v1 is going to be a Smash solo kill in the end.
Which kind of snowballs from there, and also, again, want to highlight the damage that Rumble does in these fights. It's crazy.
Peanut is also really dead.
Very dead, yes.
Very, do we need a replay of how that bottom side, T1, now looking for some more grubs. It's going to be 4 now picked up. Delight wanting to try and contest the river here, but
That's
it's so
Poppy.
difficult. Yeah, Grasping Roots comes down. There's the Stranglethorns as well, as Ona is getting taken down exceptionally low. The Ignite ticks and takes the jungler away. Now Peanut just trying to set up some of these plants to push T1 out of here. A good little fight here for HLE as Faker explodes! Okay, Zeka, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna kill Faker real quick underneath this turret. That did way more damage.
Rylai's and just be as annoying as humanly possible.
And Peanut also, I mean, has them lined up here. There's the Grasping Roots. That will connect, but I don't know whether this is going to be enough. Viper having to flash here towards the top side of the map as the arrow connects onto Carrier, and the turret is angry! Viper picks up that kill. Somehow Peanut got an assist. I'm not entirely sure how that one worked out, but maybe it's just the Rox Tigers Zyra Ashe combination value there that's giving it to him. Is Deadly Flourish going to get blocked there by Delight once again, looking like he wasn't even aware that damage was coming towards him. Faker now looking for some revenge against Zeka as the Chaos Storm flies down. He gets feared though, and there's the Spiraling Despair. Takes the double tap of the damage, and that is going to be an evening out of that particular exchange. Smolty's now on cooldown. They seem to just always be on cooldown here in this mid lane. As now Peanut, he's going to face check and get cycloned immediately. Stranglethorns comes in, finds the Grasping Roots, and actually wants some more damage. The flash forward, and Ona finds the Q. Zeka, I don't think he's going to be able to kill him on his way out. And Ona just says,
Take another look here. This is it's what we talked about Viper doing the thing, crucially able to get out of the chain, get the arrow,
and so the teleports come through from Doran. Okay, he's going to show up. They want to fight for this, but that is going to be the Herald coming on through. Zeus looking to try and start this one. Has already broken it up as the equalizer. It goes down. Zeka taking so much damage. He shouldn't be there. And that's 2 wiped out already. Viper is free hitting, but the Chaos Storm is so dangerous. And Smash is over the wall. They have nowhere to go. They're in the blender, and that means a triple kill for Faker. Zeus is now going to move towards his turret, but it is on 0 health. And he's still...
I don't want to repeat yesterday.
No, I don't think anyone wants a repeat of yesterday, and it's not even scoreline dependent. Yesterday was just a little bit of a roughie.
It was, yeah. It's not the end of the line yet for Hanwha. Their team fighting does remain quite strong. Their poke is good.
Yep, they've certainly got some tools. The sieging capabilities are there with people like Zeka. As okay, Equalizer just going to be thrown on top of Peanut, and the Spiraling Despair is exactly that for Doran. He just gets wiped out. Zeka going to grab that kill, and there's no response here for T1 so far. As it looks like positioning around the Dragon is what we're fighting for. Zeus looking for an angle, but there's a Cyclone from Ona. Peanut going to explode. Gets destroyed by Smash, and now we'll see whether Zeus can find some kills. Gets one onto the Monkey, wanting to charge up that Q, but doesn't quite get there. Zeka and Viper, a fair bit of damage, and Delight's moving in to be that front line. 3 versus 3 now in the fight, but the stun from the gravity field is massive. Look at these Qs though, but here is Smash with that curtain call, and Delight doesn't seem to really notice. Carrier dives forward. Somehow Delight's still alive. Avoids the Deadly Flourish, but that's Zeka having to flash away, and it's not enough. Viper, can he do it? The answer's no. Gets popped like a balloon. And T1, they'll win another fight and now march up the mid lane again.
So close, yet so far for Hanwha Life there. Smash remains standing. Faker with what, like 3 big W's. Got another one right there. The TP though, we're not done.
We are certainly not. Zeus is going to make...
Faker and then a huge gap and then everyone else.
Yeah.
Chovy is not in the conversation for best mid thus far. Has not had a great LCK Cup. It's Faker and Showmaker.
Deadly Flourish. And no Grasping Roots. Has to flash immediately. And the bullet going to tag him. He's dead already before that final one does even come through, and that means no jungler for this already. It's looking like a repeat, but with opposite sides of game number 1, right? T1 absolute domination in this game. And oh dear, when they turn the lights off, I get so scared. Faker gonna find the death ray as that is right on the edge. Not quite going to kill the Ashe.
Atlas, there was one very fun...
Cloud was just nerfed 5%, so it must be worthless.
If you caught it in chat, you're very smart. Proud of you. Good catch.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't even notice.
Isn't it? No, but I didn't notice because there's been so much action.
Yeah.
We've been distracted.
Well, Zeus not going to be able to dash out of that one. Doran going to be moving up. He is still pretty tanky, but this is an Otacon buff. And so HLE, not a lot of options. Peanut standing right next to this control ward that is outside of the brush. It's very, very cute. Arrow going to be sailing towards the top side of the map. Let's see whether it can... No, it can't. And they're just going to dive. Doran's the one tanking the turret, so he's likely to die here. Sent back home. We'll see whether Owner is going to be able to pick up a little bit of an exit kill, but they do just take the turret instead. Faker going to get pulled back. I think that this is going to be enough. Yep, that's most of the kitchen sink thrown at him. And so they at least send him back home. This is something that they're capable of doing, though. Peanut rotates up. He's able to pick that one as finally.
Like, they get the bounty, they get the stall. We have another 10 minutes. What is it, 13 minutes before you need to fight for Soul?
Well, Delight is possibly in trouble, as there's another deadly flourish. Beautifully placed. The equalizer will mean that Delight is dead. The arrow just sails by, and Faker goes golden to keep himself alive. The all-out, though, is now he has to 1v1 against Zeus. Keeper's Verdict gets rid of the Ash, though, so can't be offering the extra damage, and Zeus has to flash away. In the meantime, there is a battle on the other front, as that is not the correct Wukong. And HLE, there is only one on the floor right now, but T1 keep everyone alive, and that might just mean they can use that mana.
Look at that, they're seeing everything, Peanut, though. A man with a dream and a mission, and again, a lot of ults are out. They have good poke.
Yeah, this Baron is so incredibly low. It is going to be secured here by Owner. Deadly Flourish just barely avoided by Viper was nicely done, but his don't have very much damage, and Doran is just flashing in. Peanut in so much trouble, and yeah, between a rock and a hard place doesn't really do it justice. There's two on the floor already. Another beautiful gravity field position there as Zeus is just going to be stunned up and burnt down. Delight goes as well. It's a double for Owner off the back end of that, and with 5 men standing, T1 are going to march down the mid lane, utilize this brand new Baron buff, and send us to a game number 3.
T1, after a very lackluster game number 1, strike back with some amazing team fighting. That mid-jungle duo is going to be looked at, but even Doran on the Rumble, earning the prio on that pick.
Oh, yeah.
Through in this one, and Atlas. I know you're normally the one that does this. Well, it works on 2 levels.
I know.
There's layers even to the joke.
Exactly. That's why they pay us the big bucks, you know? LeBlanc is going to...
Classic carrier, picks a lane bully, you know, does the ranged support thing, has a big impact. Or you're...
Chain's going to connect, but Doran is moving in. Kerry is also here! Flawless Duet is landed, and it's named well as First Blood goes to Faker.
Trading, and let me tell you, the team with Varus and Gnar is going to get very quickly through that turret.
Yes.
As we do have a little bit of vision taken away.
Does do relatively well as Faker, he did not want to press rebuttal on that button, and he's going to send himself to the death chamber. Freak told us about this! You do not press W on bandage.
Performances and very lackluster ones.
More recently, I think that his Nidalee has been fine.
It's been good recently, yeah.
It's all right. Doran not going to be getting out of this one, I don't think, as the flash does go through, but can they actually get the response kill? The Mega Gnar comes in at perfect timing, and Zeus just walks it off. Primal Surge going to keep him back up as well. Peanut has actually been... Don't know whether it's going to be enough here when the Bruise brothers come down. Delight and Peanut just wanting to push Doran out of here. Viper's now going to turn up as well. And can Doran survive? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to be more optimistic, but just the answer was no.
We've got so many times with Doran specifically, where like he has an amazing game, and then the counter pick comes in, and you're just like, I don't know about that one.
Well, Faker not going to be able to send that one back, but does avoid the Chains of Corruption, and the Piercing Arrow goes wide as well. Still Zeus hunting after Owner. The Narbar not in a great spot, and that is a gorgeous bullet time. Still Delight gives it the door, and that is going to mitigate so much of the damage. Peanut grabs the first kill, but the immediate answer is going to be there. Stun comes through. Peanut might survive, but it's Delight that pays for his sins. And HLE backing away a little bit worse for wear.
Worried about late game, but maybe the plan is to not have it reach late game.
That is something that T1 have certainly looked at in the past. Half health on this Dragon. Smash in position right now as well. This Carrier probably not going to be diving back towards that one. That is a dangerous spear from Peanut.
Nicely done. We also have Zaka, she pointed out, on the way. Peanut trying to go.
Yeah, not going to be able to get the steal, but can they find a team fight? That is the question. That's a great prison to start this one off, but that's already a dead Bristle and Sejuani. Hextech is going to be the Dragon, as now Delight's in so much trouble, but Zeus going to turn up and convince them to leave. Faker not quite finding all the buttons as that fadeaway gorgeous from Peanut. Now going to be moving up towards push Peanut away, but Peanut will be able to now take this one down.
Oh, clean auto smite there to come through.
Yeah, there's the flash just to guarantee it, and Carrier will just be autoed to death. Zeus saying, not today, my friend. I am not messing around, as he just walks around this turret and doesn't get hit by it, as Faker does clear out the wave. Zeus is now going to be backing away. He's not. Is certainly no joke. As Ona comes back, all he wants is to be able to clear out his Krugs. And you can see HLE wanting to stop him from doing exactly that.
Side lane. We've seen Hanwha Life win games, even this split, off of just him being a big threat in teamfights as well as Mininar.
Yeah. He is a monster on this champion, as we all well know. But the thing that's really worrying me, as
I think Viper,
Viper misses
missed on purpose.
He missed a bunch of things, actually.
Yeah, that
as we
second
can
one,
see, Zeus is in so much trouble. The Wrath of Winter bears down upon him. And that is Doran getting one back. They're going to need a few of those. But man,
big.
That was clean.
Very nicely done there, showing that synergy between the Irelia and the Sejuani. And
Delight in a bit of trouble here as well. Flawless duet's pretty nice. And Delight trying to keep himself in this one. Flashes away, actually. That was very cute. But Zeka not quite there in time, and Carrier in position. Still, Vanguard's...
particularly the Soul. But especially when you have Mel, Nidalee, and Varus. Any form of poke
yeah.
greatest. Oh!
As that is a point-blank ulti. Flash out immediately from Peanut. As okay, I thought it was Smash that was about to do the damage, but unfortunately, the bullet time was for Viper, who just executes him. Zay is going to solo Otacon. So actually not going to be surprised by Ona's entrance.
I don't
think they can do this.
Carrier's moving in as well. He seems to agree. Meganar is about to time out.
Yep, the wallop is going to be mitigated here by Zeus, and Faker gets out of the Gnar stun. Otacon going to have to be given up here, I think. And Zeka moving in. Exactly right. Carry going to be pushed away. But now Doran started the battle. The dash is forward here as the Glacial Prison going to get picked up. Doran still trying to dash around the fight, but that is going to be the shutdown. Delight gets rid of his former teammate, and Carrier executes Zeka on the back end. Otacon's still mad. Okay, finally does reset. And now Ona at relatively full health. It's a big old shield here from Delight, but it's not going to save him. What an absolute mess here on both sides, but mainly for HLE. Not really with too much of a plan, and Viper once again throws a skill shot to Narnia.
Ends up he can really sustain for a long time in fights. And then instead, they get the kill. And able to... Credit is due, currently sitting on a sizable gold lead, sizable CS lead as well. As maybe that was a bit of a
Don't know about this 1v1 as the Vanguard's Edge comes in. Zeka with the Kingslayer, and Doran is melting, burning down on a point-blank spear to the noggin. And that is a caster curse if ever I've heard.
Leave it at that. Delight is also not Alistair, which was the last time we saw this exact scenario.
Well, Zeus is now going to avoid that Glacial Prison somehow.
That was a bit dicey. There's a TP. They might just back off of this and then just play for mid-turret.
Yep.
Or do both.
Well, doing both generally is a little bit of a worry here, but Zeka does have the teleport available. He can sort of be anywhere. And Smash is in the mid lane. They can see him taking this turret.
Oh, Owner still has flash. That's smite available as well. Are we flipping the game?
Oh god, okay. Owner going to be moving on in. Are they just going to focus him down though? That's the question. He flashes away, is now Carrier. Oh, it's not happening again! Zeka puts him down, and that is Otacon secured. The transformation at the perfect time for Zeus as well keeps him alive. What? Peanut has the most experience in the game.
Yeah, he's Nidalee. He's been farming. Like, look at his CS as well.
Right, okay.
Seeing Nidalee again after a long time. Because he was meta obviously 2020 and then was out of meta for a long while. It was into Sejuani specifically because the matchup just isn't very fun. As Delight is just gonna drop from the sky to say hello to Zeka. He was feeling lonely.
It is still just going to be a Hextech Dragon taken. So that
this man a lot of flack for his Nidalee. Not because if you go back to his heyday he wasn't a great Nidalee, but just because that's not what the team needed him to be as the Pope.
Oh god! Okay, there's his Nidalee getting the work done. Another Chains of Corruption from off screen, and Smash is doing the best that he can. There's even a Hail Mary Glacial Prison thrown by Zeka that doesn't hit him because he was a corpse already. And now it's going to be Baron time for HLE. We had such a lull for so long. It's like they waited for Otacon to be over and then decided to take the Baron. Thankfully, T1 with full vision given this ward. But they don't know the health bar of this Baron right now, as you can see by Jonah Strong and our Observer team. Ona gets that control ward in there. He knows.
Doesn't have flash.
3,000 health. Yeah, can he actually Q his way in? That's the question. He tries to get there. He steals it. Oh my god, but here is Zeus trying to end the fight before it even starts. Doran just trying to keep a Baron buff alive, but he's not going to get out. And HLE, it's only Carrier that's left up with this Baron. Wait, does he not have the Baron? How does he not have the Baron? He does have the Baron.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, he doesn't have the Baron.
Yeah, I think he was still, I assume still dead when it was stolen.
I guess so.
Must be. Smash as well.
They must have only just spawned though. That flash, really good time from, well-timed there from Carrier.
Things are looking horrible. They got completely wiped in the fight. There's
dear.
no Baron buff gone, or no Baron buff left.
Whoa, nice footwork there from Faker. As I say nice, he gets completely destroyed. And Zeker is going to find the last chain. Goes golden there as well. The rest of Hanwha Life Esports trying to turn up. Delight, he does it the best. Zeker dashes over all of those swords, and he almost, actually he survives? What the heck? Zeker, he was on like 1 health. Doran now just getting sniped here by Viper. The flawless duet is decent as that house is just sitting on the floor. And Zeus doesn't really care, still able to get that last auto to put down his lane opponent. And my god, the demolition of this base turret is just ridiculous. Inhibitor going down there as well, as now Ona just a sitting duck. The stolen glacial prison not going to connect, but Ona still has to get to this fountain, does get a little bit of healing so that piercing arrow does not kill him. But Zeker is just having the greatest time on his Silas. Kill and smash here, and Ona just has to look on as they move to match point in this best of 5.
Like, they can even have Zeus play Yasuo, but it's gonna be second.
I mean, they could also, they could still swap if they felt like it. But
also,
he's very low,
quite low. So I'm not sure about the dive here. Counter-Strike's available. Oh,
that's a really nice cocoon. A late counter-strike, and they're just able to wait it out. The last tick of Ignite, not quite enough there, but Viper just going to get delivered a kill. Fleet footwork makes him real speedy as the turret gets real mad. Man, they are so dangerous, but he's able to take a couple at full health, and he'll be back for someone to turn up.
Yeah, he has flash.
Oh, let's
gonna go for it.
Cocoon's gonna land, and it does! That is 3 in a row for Delight, and another kill for HLE. And Viper has been able to deal with these minion waves up until now. Let's see whether T1 can actually answer back, as now Viper, let's see what you can get done here. He's got Exhaust as they're trying to take this up. The force bomb value is gigantic. So far he's not there. Flashes out of the Peacemaker. But they're now trying to wait for this to reset. Ona's underneath the turret. And will he go down? The answer's no. Enough movement speed to get himself out of there.
So Delight showing on mid, I think, is actually what caused that, as...
All right, Delight now in trouble here as there's the last breath. Taking matters into his own hands, just takes down the jungler. No resets now for T1 as HLE is kind of split here as they do focus on the grubs. Viper, yep, don't move up there, and he doesn't for HLE.
If they get a double on this bot lane...
Yeah, Smash in a lot of trouble. Moonfall up and available here for Peanut, but is going to let them live for now.
Zone him off of the full wave though. Faker can't TP. Owner's on his way, but this is...
A lot of plates as well. Zeka. Yeah, Wind Wall going to be blocking a little bit here. Ona trying to move on up, but the 4-man unit of HLE is standing strong.
They really want to get towards this
cheeky knocker. Doesn't press the button as there's the Moonfall. There's the combo. Carrier taken down first here, but you can see they're focusing on Zeka. They'll be able to take him down. Smash. Free hitting as Viper just Valkyries his way out. Oh no. Not quite able to catch up, and now Faker gets over the wall, finds the charm onto Viper. The Heartbreaker is exactly that for HLE as Viper goes down. And it is a 2-for-1 trade. Teleporting
comes through immediately. I think it's fine. As we go back to some happier times. Very nicely done here. The combination of Zeka together with the Elise able to get... It's not a lot of people. And I think that is always, when you look at comps like that, it's always going to create... Oh, Viper.
Yeah, Viper in a real rough spot here as he's looking to try and get out. Does flash, but Ona is going to follow him immediately. Cocoon going to miss. And that means the Viper is just destroyed. It's going to be Grubs taken here by HLE, but Viper... As I actually mistook Barrier for Exhaust earlier on, but the icon is just so similar now in my brain. I've struggled to cope.
I think it's the color.
Yeah.
I get it.
There's a slight adjustment. Anyway, wasn't able to utilize...
With the combo, right? Peanut is going to go in and try to get as many people in the ult as possible. Outside of that, it's probably going to come down to like Zeus getting a couple of resets in fights. I think that the Hanwha Life comp, as the T1 comp does, basically stands or falls by how is the initial setup. This is actually very reminiscent of how the game felt when it was like peak Viego era in like 2021. It's like whoever gets the initial stun, the Viego, the charm.
It's the first pick.
It's the first pick into
work. And the Blade of the Ruin King is now done. Of course, not quite as much of a power spike as with his brother, but now Zeka going to be trying to dash around this one, and Peanut comes in. There's the last breath, and Doran getting taken down low. They were trying to kill him under the turret, though, and that was a mistake. Knockup will connect. It's a 1-for-1, but HLE, I don't think they're happy about that one.
Hanwha, you should know! Never underestimate Doran!
Exactly! He built him!
You see that Aurelia game? Do not think that this man is tilted! That's just Doran!
Oh, man.
They could have... Delight was on his way. How Beryl taught me that this is played is taking out a look, doesn't actually find the counter-strike, and really gets hit here.
Grandmaster's Might doing so much work, man. Mitigating so much. And does get tagged, but I think he's happy, although he doesn't look very happy. But I think he was happy with how that one went, to be perfectly honest.
Owner to pop off.
And also be resetting alongside him as well. I feel like a T1 fight will look really good as soon as they get that first kill. That's really can be orchestrated.
We can keep talking. It's just whoever gets any CC will blow up whichever target is CC'd and then kind of go from there. But it also means that having prio, having the ability to be at an objective first is a really big deal. As we now see, T1 actually still trying to contest this. That's interesting. I think it's definitely gone. Maybe an exit kill?
Well, I mean, that is a very dead Delight. So there's the way of the barrel coming on through there. Zeka trying to take down Doran once again, but he knows that that's a difficult task. Owner on the flank angle, and now Peanut's in so much trouble and will just be deceptively orbed to the face. That'll take down the Diana. Now they should be able to collect this Rift Herald. Oh man, I can hear these silver scrapes. They are echoing in the back of my mind.
Oh, Zeus. Oh, they don't know.
They don't know. Wait, yeah, Delight moving over as here is the flank angle for the Aatrox. The last breath not actually going to come on through as now Zeus is just flipping around the fight. The World Ender might just be the end of the world here for T1 as Zeka avoids a charm by ulting Carrier and taking him out. And HLE, after a horrible fight topside, head to the bottom lane and completely redo it.
And we criticized Hanwha Life for not knowing how to play around Doran, and now it's the same for T1. We've seen Zeus make these flanks before. As well. The side laners not ready. Faker, the charm misses, but also...
I mean, that was a reaction from Zeka, I think. It was well placed. But here's Zeus just talking about how good this angle is, and I think we all agree. Certainly looks nice. It's now not such a great angle. However, able to get himself out of there. Owner stunned up. He would be a perfect first target as Foss Bomb. Not quite enough. Peanut finds the E from out of nowhere. Carrier trying to take the Diana for a walk, and that is going to cause Peanut to disengage. As Cocoon is going to land from max range. The Repel gets Delight up into the air and out of harm's way. Oh, this is so dangerous. You can see the Jax looming. Doran is 100% the key component of T1 right now. He's so incredibly strong. He's what it feels like as Delight.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh, God. And he finds him again. The pesky spider is just going to be bonked. That's a lamppost. And I think, yeah, Spider not going to
because Delight didn't have his. So I think it was...
He flashed the Cocoon.
There you go.
Make sure that he
to make sure that he gets the, yeah, okay, good catch.
But I still don't know whether that was necessarily worth, because I think Delight just dies.
Yeah.
Still?
We'll see whether the lack of flash is going to be a problem for Doran. They definitely cannot do this. They're just trying to elicit a response, maybe get a TP from Doran, but he does not have his available. Top lane turret also looking mighty fine here. And will get taken down. I don't think T1 care too much about that. And the gold bleed is basically even at least 21 minutes in this game again.
Could not be close, so that ward actually just out of the control ward vision. They can see that Peanut is fighting this though, T1 with full information.
They need to retake control. Doran still doesn't have his TP available as the Herald is dropped.
All right, this is an interesting response. We'll see whether HLE actually react to it as Smash has put up a bit of a wall around these little Otacon walls.
I think Otacon's gone.
Yeah, but they don't really care about that position. Owner trying to get in, he's almost in range. Steals kills it! And now T1 should be able to massacre the fight once again! Ona just rips it away from HLE! Oh, these smites have not really been going Peanut's way throughout this matchup in general, but Ona just keeps on doing it. That's Silver Scrapes right there. That was the moment. That's where we started hearing it. Rocketing them to a 5,000 gold lead. There was like nothing in it between both of these teams for this whole game, as Faker is going to be coming over, finds a charm, connects it onto Peanut, but now can they find the Wombo combo? That's the question. Already, they're trying to send them home, and a couple of them will be leaving, but that's not a real kill. And HLE are the ones that are falling by the wayside. Faker now trying to utilize this buff to grab a little bit more, as Doran, I think he can possibly just clean up both of these if they stick around, and they're not going to. Viper sort of not going to be really dealt with here on the top side, but still, I think T1 happy with how this one's going, as the back is likely to come through. Peacemaker not quite in time. And so, still not really going to be getting too much more. This is a third dragon that's only going to spell 2 for T1. But still, HLE are going to need what's looking closer and closer like a miracle here in this game.
A crucial thing there, I think, is that Delight and Peanut not going in at the same time. Also, again, they would need a crazy fight because there's the buffs.
Yeah.
So it's actually very hard to get...
Oh dear. Viper is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Does try to do a little bit of a Valkyrie. Didn't waste the flash. That is definitely a good idea. Faker and Doran. Hey, he's made a real turnaround, I think.
Viper having a bit of a rough one, but also this Aatrox counter pick that just hasn't really done anything. Well, he had the flank. That was really good. That was it, unfortunately, as oh, this is a trap waiting to be sprung.
Yep, some looming Fakers. They change positions. Somehow it's kind of working, though, as there's the knockup. Faker is going to be sent home. Still has the Otacon buff, and they take down the Diana. As there goes Zeker as well. Zeus trying to make his way out as Viper, ace in the hole, tries to take the blast cone. The counter strike not quite in range, as Doran just wants another leap strike, and there it goes, empowers him. And Delight is not long for the world, ladies and gentlemen. Does use the repel to create a little bit of distance. It's a nice cocoon, but it's only a matter of time
just
before the itsy bitsy spider falls down the water spout.
Yeah, Faker with that stopwatch.
Combat?
Yeah, could be. Okay, Carrier.
I don't know. I mean,
no, this
really
actually,
wins these.
No, I actually think this is good. Like, you can just delay the kill as long as possible. Like, you don't actually need to kill him.
Well, he is just going to flash into a cocoon and probably win. Never mind. That is a great snare.
Just leave!
Yep. It just kills him.
All right, not even close.
Yep, well, the Baron also goes down. That is sort of the main part of this story, ladies and gentlemen. T1 securing the big buff.
I was engrossed by that 1v1.
I know. That was some Eric Doa Longquist levels of supportal combat.
What if we went for this crazy plan?
Well, let's just see how it does go. His interruption on the leap strike there was quite nice from Zeus, but now he finds himself on the wrong side of this one. Can he get the health back? He sort of can, actually, as he gets back over the wall. There's a 5-man ulti from Peanut. Is it going to be enough to win them the fight, though, as Ona? He's able to start these resets, but the rest of them are on the floor. HLE, they found the one window to get them back into the game. Smash trying to be the hero, but it's not enough, and Zeus cuts him down where he stands. That's an ace, and maybe they can.
Oh, no, look.
No, I don't think so.
Look at the way. Okay, so I'm like, there are still...
There's a million turrets.
There's too many turrets.
Look at Zeker's face. He's like, that was really cool, guys. We have to do that maybe twice more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bounty gold, though. So as far as like doing it again, they are... that he can, but... This was the angle. My God, Peanut.
Oh, my God. Peanut, look at him as well. He knows. If they end up making it back in this game, that's the play right there.
I mean, that's POM. It's a pretty easy one. And Smash almost managing to kite it out, but not able to do so. And you can see Zeker pretty happy with how Peanut played that one.
There is still a chance that we do go to game 5. Chemtech actually, I think, would be... And obviously, Mountain would be out of this world for either. Getting the shield would be a big deal.
Delight is just going to face check. Can he repel in time? The answer is yes. Wants to avoid the damage, but what goes up must come down. And now Ona gets to be an Elise. Oh dear.
Look at that. Like Elise, a month, a year, if you're lucky. Unless you're like, do you like swimming in the rain?
I do. Actually, swimming in the rain is amazing. Do you ever put your head underwater whilst it's raining?
Oh, that is cool.
It's actually super awesome. As Faker, he's going to find Delight once again. Smash puts a bullet in the Spider. And he's almost at barrel levels. Of course, that was a 9 on the death counter. But HLE, they're going to have to answer this. As Baron could really spell the end. There's another one. Viper just walks into him. He is able to block the last bullet as Zeka does throw down the ultimate here. Peanut looking for Doran. Viper trying to kite him as best he can, but oh man, that lamppost is so dangerous. Owner and Zeus are fighting towards the top side, but HLE are just falling apart. And Owner now just slinks into the mist and looks to try and take down his former teammate, and he doesn't. Zeus puts him in his place, but I don't think that one really matters. Faker now looking for his shot as Zeka fighting against Doran, and Doran says, no, buddy. It's only when we're teammates that you'll be able to get the best of me. As Smash and Carrier moving towards the top side just to get the work done and send us towards game number 5. Delight will respawn and a little sheepishly throw out a volatile Spiderling. And T1, they're wanting a little bit more as a flash over the charm this time around. A flash for Delight as well, but that doesn't quite work out there as he wants some more supportive combat. Carrier says no. He says that he just wants a game 5, and T1 will push us to those silver.
But like you hit a bubble and then you have the root.
Yeah, then you have the sun and then no one can do anything, and then Starfall, and then you both die because you don't do enough damage to kill that. Best Zoe in Korea. See whether he can do it again.
There's a couple of strong competitors for the title.
Yep, and in fact has already been played by Showmaker so far. A lot of champions have already been played by Showmaker so far this season. But this is, I believe, Faker's first foray.
So what do these comps do?
Yeah, can you explain it to me, please, analyst?
No, because
I know the HLE side. I'll take the HLE side. You tell me what T1's...
Notoriously, not the earliest fighter, not that strong.
No.
Still gets a little bit here as Delight.
Okay.
Okay, Owner still gets it.
Yeah, well, in goes Peanut, but immediately gets thrown into the wall. There's the heal. They're trying to do what they can, but no one really has damage as far as this 2v2. Zeus was moving up, and Smash wanted to... There are certain champions that used to...
Oh, Delight trying to safeguard Zeus here. Will he be on time?
Well, Zeus going to do his very best here. That undertow is working quite nicely. There's the flash forward. The full commitment as the handshake is so good. And Owner is going to be taken down. First blood and double buffs for the Olaf. Exactly the same way. Because Wallpark absolutely electric right now. There is a Skarner on the Rift. This champion has failed to not even lose games, but to die.
Smash.
As Smash is just looking to try and kill Viper. Delight moving up. Owner is taking a trip through the wall, and the Fates Call will say he's going to be fine.
Yeah, has to be invested still, though. That's barrier gone. As a Smash doing a great showcase. He has a BF sword, by the way.
Yeah.
So his autos hurt like a truck.
That is not a
contest this. So we'll see what their response is going to be instead. Looks like just pushing out the lanes.
Oh, man.
And leaving it at that. Zeka probably doesn't even have to TP back. He can just rotate. Maybe Faker can catch him in the rotation. And they can get some damage.
Could do. Teleport just about back up again for Doran as well. So Zeus losing that advantage. And HLE, yeah, they're not going to risk it. So that will be the Rift Herald taken. Viper with a little bit of extra time is going to move towards this outer turret, but doesn't have any grubs, doesn't have enough damage to take that one down.
Actually using his ultimate there to ensure, as love this from Zeka.
Yep. As the Rift Herald does just bypass it entirely, but it stops the rest of T1 from moving over. Oh, the handshake to pull Owner back. Peanut possibly out of position, gets the Curse of the Sad Mummy down, and the seismic shove is good, but Owner is immortal. He just doesn't take damage. He's caught twice. The bubble goes wide just somehow. I think Zeka was just moving down randomly.
But that's a big win for Hanwha there, because then he has Resolve, he has Archangels, and Merc Treads.
Yep. Now he has
any risks, Atlas.
Nope.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Well, this could be a kill onto Delight, who does have Fate's Call, so never mind. It's never going to be a kill onto Delight, because Viper exists. Backing on a ward, though. Backing on a ward might mean that... Okay, Delight is not going to do it. It's okay, he just explodes! He was out of range! Still, it's not going to be a cash-in, but that is a kill for T1.
Should be Dragon.
Yeah. Hextech, no joke as well, as Peanut really wants to press Q.
Come on, get us Infernal. Do it.
Ox.
Wait.
It's your time as
Zeka.
Zeka looking for an angle as Ona gonna get the flash by just pressing his R button. Teleport brings Doran in there. Shuriken backflip doesn't connect onto Peanut.
Still a member up. Delight, 4 seconds. Will be having to walk his way back. Cryo made for Hanwha though.
Yeah, HLE feeling like they can still tussle for this one.
Well, there is still the Curse of the Sad Mummy, as well as the Viper and Delight combo. Whereas no ult for Owner here. That's one of the reasons why Skarner feels so busted to play against.
No flash for Carrier as well, which is really important. HLE, if they take him down, Soraka value that can be so high will not be there.
Banana Burst control, Owner trying to retake it, but he needs to be so careful. He can't be the way that Peanut makes his X's into the backlines. Peanut.
Oh yeah, you can see Fake. Zoe can warp games so much. If a few of these paddle stars connect, it's going to be so dangerous. That bubble is going to go wide though as Zeus fighting Doran towards his bottom side. The dragon has been started here as Delight made it back to the battle.
They can let this go. It's more important to get a kill on Smash. Hanwha Life though, they want this.
Yeah, there's the bandage shots to bring them in. Smash immediately cleanses. The dragon secured here by Peanut as they throw Delight in, but no joy. Carrier a lot of sticks in him as Doran finds the backline. Peanut! Oh, there is the shutdown, the cash in for Smash. So much money into this Draven, and who cares if they lose the dragon? Getting this guy fed is so important. Sort of the pure damage. Even Viper is a little bit utility on this Kalista as the game goes on.
That's the thing, because I would imagine Viper is going to build one more damage time, and then he's going to go towards like Jack shows and other things we've seen to try and keep the Kalista relevant.
Yeah.
Till late game.
Well, Arakan towards the bottom side of the map this time around. T1 retaining exactly the same gold lead.
They're not reading it at all. Well, they are. Pings are coming down, but they're already a good... Look at the spears.
There are so many sticks.
Oh, T1 was caught off guard.
Yeah. There's a teleport in from Doran. They're going to back away.
Oh, it's still leashed.
Wait a second. Yeah, it's still leashed. Zeka can now move down, but this has now become a fight, and a smite fight for this one. I don't know whether you want that. As the Impale, it doesn't connect onto Peanut as the Whirling Death almost takes him down, but he's now not in range. The Wish comes in and Doran has executed Peanut, but into the backline they go, and oh my god, this Olaf is obliterating them. Still they get the buff, but they're just walking gold now for this Viking who is yelling and screaming. They're running the wrong direction to try and keep these buffs alive. It is still high value. Don't get us wrong. And if they get out, it's massive. But Zeka has found Doran. Throws a big rock at him. And I think that Doran is going to be taking the relocation way out of this fight. And there he goes.
Okay.
Carrier going to be going back as well. And Zeus almost got there.
Okay. What does this matter? As we do get the feats now done for T1, what does this matter for Dragon? That's the real question, because Peanut's up. But who cares, right? If you have the opportunity to get Cryo...
And remember, the rulebook doesn't have Mountain Soul in it. We don't know what to do.
Oh, they have to retake. I don't know if they can. I think they might have to just give it up, yeah?
Yep.
Hanwha Life!
Rock's now on the ground as it looks like HLE will be able to secure this area. They do manage to take that one down. Delight in a little bit of trouble here. There's a lot of projectiles just flying around all over the place.
Oh, Doran was thinking about it.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall. Zeka just going to get into position to hold this wave. His turret is looking very low, but the minion wave is just gone. T1 Baron? Yep, that is certainly an option.
They would never see it coming.
No one would ever see it coming.
Never. Okay, so soul points take.
However, they don't need to. They got a few extra chances.
All right, we have Zeus on the flank. Levels, we're starting to get close to max here for many players as well.
These mid lane avatars are so incredibly low. All right, Zeka and Zeus getting to work on this one. It is spotted.
They know now.
Ona moves on in. A bubble going to connect onto Peanut. That is such huge news, but unfortunately not able to find the paddle star as now Zeus may need to try and get out of here. Remember, he has no way out. There is the Curse of the Sad Money, but Peanut is going to get executed. You can see now the Olaf chasing after Smash, but the Soraka's doing a job. The bailout not able to work. And now it's Viper that needs to do it. He finds one, but Smash just executes him. It's an axe to the back of the head, and Zeka will not have the damage. T1 will find a team fight.
And that Blasco might be what ends up deciding this game, Atlas! Just one silly little Blasco. Just one!
Oh, Brendan Valdez is somewhere extraordinarily upset as T1 with 4 members and now moving towards the enemy base. Is it over right here? Surely not.
Oh, I don't know.
It's 32 minutes. They've taken the inhibitor now. They've got a minion wave. I mean, Peanut's going to be here, but can he kill the wave in time? I don't think so. He gets on top of Smash, and he needs to kill these minions. He will be able to get them. He's got a lot of bandages. His turret is so incredibly angry, and T1 will back away, still with a gigantic lead.
Soraka to ensure that Olaf doesn't get the value that he needs. And Hanwha Life, yep, you gotta.
Well, Owner is throwing rocks around. They have a wall set up, so it's just Baron for HLE.
Yeah, that's the price that they pay for their field and push. Could have just taken. Yeah, the timing is going to be about 40 seconds before the dragon spawns, but as you say, that can be enough to get the prio, place down all the wards that you need.
Okay, and now sieging. Wave clear, decent. As T1 will be able to take that one down. And Doran splitting towards that top side. The LCK Cup is going to end, Chronicler.
Please, I hope.
That's if Peanut gets this smite. So that has to happen first. He's thinking about it, thinking about going for it. That bubble, oh my goodness, that could have just been end of the game right there. He's holding onto the bandage toss. That's a good flick. A good handshake there as well. Doesn't find the impale. And he could just be dead. Owner is in so much trouble. He's trying to drive his way out, and it works! Somehow Carrier, oh my god, the amount of damage that's coming through here is now Faker in trouble. Zeus going ballistic. The double knockup is so good with the Fate's Call. And now it's Zeus' time to shine. A triple as he executes Smash. And now they can definitely take the dragon, but can they get even more off the back end?
And how poetic would it be if it's Zeus with his Olaf that ends it all? It's not going to be the Nexus. But the guidebook has nothing on this, Atlas. What do you do when you lose a mountain?
Oh my goodness, HLE. They were a Nexus turret away from just being out of this tournament. And then they come back, they take the Baron. Now they have Mountain Soul. And Chronicler, the game isn't over.
The best part is, I'm sure, is going to come in Void Stuff Donut. That's a big buy for Doran. Does mean that it's a little bit easier as...
Leave his wall.
Off. Owner can obviously just get through. Will he choose?
But this Baron is just gone. So they secure it. Can T1 find a team fight? That is the question. The bubble goes wide. Peanut might need to flash, but he doesn't have it, so can't actually get out of here. He's going down slowly but surely. Eventually he wants to just walk his way out, but now Owner throws down the Impale. They take down both junglers, but Zeus is just on top of Carrier. They've identified the key target. Doran gets into the backline, goes alive! Viper will survive, pulls out the sticks, and down goes the Akali. They sacrifice Peanut, but they take 3.
We're 40 minutes in. That might be it. The fact that Viper doesn't die there. Doran doesn't have the damage, the Mountain Soul coming in them.
I want a petition. I want to make this part of the playoffs double elimination. Of HLE with Mountain Soul and Baron buff. We have a minute left on the Baron. So the last inner turret will be for 42.5 minutes. It's not so much as, Delight just takes a large chunk of his health bar. Weaver's Wall, and that's going to knock Owner over. He is thankfully extraordinarily tanky. They do lose their inhibitor turret. As now Peanut flashing forward gets this cleanse out of Smash, and now Viper is looking for him. Can they execute him? Yes, they can! Viper now right in the back line, and he's getting bailed out. Will he be able to find it? The answer is probably yes. And look at this immortal Viking. Throws the undertow, takes down his former mid laner, and HLE, our LCK champions of last year, will be staying alive in the LCK Cup. What a marathon! My God, this series